Okay guys, these tabs are really tough to get out. We're working on the fuel pump or the fuel pickup. Watched a couple videos and everybody struggled with this thing and said it would take about 10 minutes, and it's really hard to do. It is really hard to do. I was trying to push these tabs in with the screwdriver and get these back here. What I figured out is I took this little teeny pick, and instead of trying to pry in one place, I took the pick like this and I ran it in like that. And I went around it, and then as soon as it pried this housing out enough, it just popped out like that. Now I'm actually going to be able to remove this. See? Comes right out now. Okay guys, this is the most incredible thing. So what is in this thing? Oh my gosh. I have never in my life seen something that dirty for a filter. That's supposed to be white, completely white, and a brand new Element, and that's what I'm trying to suck my fuel through, and that's why my 7.3 won't run. Guaranteed, everybody that fixed this thing said when they replaced this, their vehicles ran. So I can't wait to get this part replaced. It's filled up with so much stuff. I can already tell you this is going to be amazing when we pull this dirt out of here. And the stuff that's in here, it's caked. I can't even, I mean, I'm sure there's a pile of it. Let me grab a stick and try to get some of this out of here. Oh, it's just like slimed out in there. Oh yeah, that's the problem, all right. All right, I'm gonna go get a screwdriver. I'll be back here in a second. Okay guys, so here are the filters that I pulled out of earlier video. We're just gonna clip this in and edit this in. So I've got this out now. And we're just gonna kind of see how much debris is really in this thing. So we're just gonna scrape it out a little bit with this knife. It's really gummed up in here, so there's some of the stuff right there. I mean, it's packed in here, and this knife doesn't even go down on the bottom, which is where most of it is. It's just, I mean, I've never seen something this bad in my life. So we're just gonna put this in this little collection bottle right here. I think we get the point on how much stuff is in there. Pretty mind-blowing to know that this thing is trying to perform with the turbo pushing it and trying to run down the highway and get some fuel delivery. And you could look at so many other things, but I recommend looking at this first if you have any fuel issues. So let's go ahead and spray this out a little bit. This is ridiculous. It's not even near. This is one of the Elements right here. I'll just focus on one grid because this can's gonna run out, and there's like 2, 4, 8 or 10 of these on here. But that's the metal screen that it's supposed to look like. There we go. And that's not even new, but if I were to clean these and reuse these, that's what I'd be doing. Whoops. Tank. Oh man. Look at that. Well, if it doesn't run better now, it's never going to. Hope you found that video helpful, guys. I sure did. I found that on, I found all this on YouTube. On what to do to fix my truck. If it wasn't for YouTube, and I don't know if those are metal shavings. They look to be like dirt and grime and maybe the lining from the tank. It looked really glittery like silver, but it's actually kind of mushy and not really like metallic. Maybe it is that lining in that tank they were saying. The lining comes apart. You may have to do this again in the future. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go to the auto parts store and replace mine, and I'll give you a report on how it runs when I'm done. Let you know if it really fixed it or not. Because the thing is still caked after spraying it that much. It's just, the stuff is just wedged on here. Like embedded. It's not like kind of floating. It's crusted in. Screen's completely clogged, 100%. All right. Hope you found that helpful. And one more look at why your 7.3 will not get fuel or the pressure you want and why you're burning your pumps up. They're overworking and they're trying to get this fuel pumped up. And it can't. Look at that just sit on top of there. Even after we sprayed it like 10 times, it just sits on top. It doesn't even drain through, and it drains through the screen. Look at that just puddle on there. Okay, that's it. So we're going to be reinstalling this later and cleaning this up, but we're gonna probably spray all these lines out. This little transfer unit, there's a ton of stuff in here that's packed up by the O-ring also. And so I'm gonna make sure we clean all this up. You can see, if you take this, it's just packed up in here. It's like sand and dirt and grit and fiber. And I mean, there's a lot in here. There's definitely more scoops coming out. So just really clean the system well before you get your filters in there. I'm gonna end up spraying this out a little bit right now and see what it does. Tip for removing O-rings, some people use a pick. I don't like to use anything metal on these, so what I do is I pinch the O-ring and I kind of go like that. And then you can take the O-ring and just kind of get it out like that. Then you don't have to worry about cutting it or anything. And then I'm not gonna get carb cleaner on that. Might expand it. So now that that's gone, let's spray it out a little bit and see what it does. All right, that helped out a lot. You can see that there's a ton of stuff that came out of it. I'm gonna clean that out a little better with a rag and stuff. I think you get the point though. Just clean your stuff really good before you install your new stuff, and make sure you get all of that out of there. Great. So here we are at the rebuild point of the rear section with the fuel pump pickup and the filters. So here are the old filters partially cleaned, and in comparison, here are the new ones. That will give you a really good idea on how bad this thing was struggling. And this is the old pickup. Got some type of little valve on the side. And here's the new pickup. And that kit came with a new ring for the, I'm guessing this, to seal that up. The pickup and these two filters. I got a precision pump, brand new pump. Comes with a couple extra clips, directions, fuel line disconnects. I'm gonna blast out this, clean that up. You can see that coming out of that tube. That one's plugged. So that should end up dumping out. Yep. I noticed another feature on this little deal here. I was cleaning it and I looked at this little metal thing. You can press it down. Some type of spring valve or something in there, I'm sure. But make sure to press that and clean that out too. So here's the Berrymans I bought. Sometimes I buy the spray, but I also buy this stuff that you pour in. And I have a bunch poured in here. So this is gonna be where the new filters go. And clean out, you know, I mean, I could polish it forever, but I'm trying to get all the big stuff out, but this helps. It's the pourable type B12 chem tool. I just pulled out this filter out of my 7.3. I didn't have the right socket, so I had to I was stripping over, so I ended up pounding a 24 millimeter socket on there. It was pretty tight. So if you're in a bind like I was, that worked. Now I was looking in here and that doesn't look that good. I don't know if it's supposed to look that dark or black, but every video that I watched looked like they could at least see the bottom of the bowl. You guys leave a comment if that's normal or not, please. I don't know if it is. I'm gonna try to hit that little plunger valve and I guess it drains the back of it. You can turn it. See if it drains out. Yeah, looks like it is. Look at all those metal shavings and particles in there. I wonder what that means. Well, I don't know. I don't see it doesn't look too bad in there, I don't think. Oh, those are metal shavings. That's what that is. That glittery stuff. Why would there be that many metal shavings in there? Oh well, I don't know why, but I'm gonna clean it out. Throw a new filter in it. I'm sure that's gonna help. I mean, that thing was full. Maybe I'll prime it up once and fill this up with fluid and drain it out again. See what that does. Come on here and watch this do 1 second. It's like, oh yeah. I wonder if that's the proper pressure. I hear these are high pressure systems. Shouldn't that be shooting it out? Probably shouldn't even be able to fill it up like this. You think it would just spray it out? Oh, maybe it doesn't do volume. So we're in here now, you guys, and we've got the new fuel pump in, the new pickup in the back of the tank. And let me drain this gas out really quick, or this fuel out that's in here. And then we're gonna see how fast this thing pumps up. Okay, go ahead, try it. Ooh. It's priming up. Oh, that's way better. some air bubbles. Okay, was that a full cycle? Okay, hang on 1 sec. I'm letting it drain out really quick, and then I'm gonna actually put my finger over it to see if I can actually feel the difference like before. Okay, go ahead and turn it on. Oh yeah, that's way more pressure. That's filling that thing up so fast. It's flying out of there.
Oh yeah. All right.
I tried to plug it like I did before and spray it out all over the place.
It's dumping out of the bottom though. See that?
Oh yeah, I have the thing open.
Oh, it's just right up.
Oh no, yeah. You want to see how fast it fills up when it's closed?
No.
No, I do. Hang on. So we're gonna let this drain out one time now with the new pump and see how fast it fills up.
That's a good way to prime the system though.
Yeah, great way to prime it and get the bubbles out without running the motor. So I'm gonna lock the valve. Okay, go ahead and hit it again. Third cycle, guys. We bled it out. I've closed the bowl now. Now let's see the stuff really fly out of here. That should be primed. When we put the filter on and put up the bowl, we shouldn't have to cycle it more than once or twice because all the air bubbles are going to be out of it now. So now the bowl's actually closed. It might fill up so much I might have to actually open it if it gets too high. Wow, filling up really quick. A couple more bubbles out of there.
Wow, that's coming out quick.
Well, I have the drain thing right here.
Okay.
Oh, it does look like it's going to overfill it. Yeah, if you can turn it off. Oh, just in time. So the last time it would fill up a whole cycle, it would never fill the bowl up, even a third of the way. It took like 2 cycles to fill it up to the threads.
It almost took like 2 minutes.
And then right now, it filled it up to the threads, and then I hit the open valve on it to let it drain, and you still had to turn it off, and it filled up to the top. So it's pumping about 3 times more fluid than it did before. So now we've got this bowl empty. Let's cycle one more time and see if any air bubbles come out of this now. So that's solid fluid, guys. I think we've got the system primed. It's making bubbles now because it's just hitting stuff, but that looks like good, solid fluid, nice and clean. Okay, good? Yeah, we're ready to rock. No particles or anything in there. It's totally clean system, guys. I think we fixed this truck. We're gonna find out in a minute. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. We left at 9 o'clock in the morning the other day, so it's almost been 24 hours. Stopped a couple times. The grad's doing 55, 2200 RPM. Seems to be running really good. All the stuff we did to it's working out for sure. I made it 620 miles so far. Out of the Oregon coast, about an hour and a half away from home. Good, Red. Made it.